Hello, in this video I want to show you two beautiful sacrifices of the rook. The one example is really modern and the second one is the old classics that you definitely need to know. We will go deep inside to the details and uncover attacking ideas, and you will use them lately in your games and win more games. My name is Pavel Martinov and welcome you to my YouTube channel, and let's start our journey. In this game, Maxim Matlakov played with white pieces against Volodar Murzin, and this position looks really comfortable for white. Probably if the pawn will be on g7, that is not that dangerous because the black's king is covered, but unfortunately the pawn is still on f6 and that's why the king starts to suffer. And Matlakov showed the level how to play against this weak king. First of all, rook takes d5, a very nice idea because after e takes d5, bishop h3. And it's basically white wants to firstly take on c8 and lately take with the e7 with the queen. So if, for example, black will try to force the exchange of queens, I still can go queen h6 and the rook can't move because after bishop f5 it will be a checkmate. And basically in such type of the structure, this bishop that appears on the f5 is a very typical attacking idea because black can't push the pawn to g6 to prevent this h7 checkmate ideas. Remember this structure and this strategical idea that will definitely help you to win more games and make more good attacks. So after bishop h3, black decided to play rook d8, bishop f5. Still the same idea. The queen wants to come to h6 and checkmate on h7. That's why rook g8. And another one important attacking rule. We are trying to attack with the all pieces. That's why rooks go to d1. And after bishop d6, queen h6, rook g7, that is basically forced, we are lifting the rook with rook d4. The rook basically comes to g4 or h4 to get more pressure to this king, and white's attack is basically unstoppable. Here black just took on e2. Unfortunately for them, that's losing immediately, because after bishop takes h7, they resigned. For example, if the rook takes h7, queen f6, king g8, I'm going rook g4, and this position after queen d8 and queen d6 completely winning for white. Returning back, if black will try to save the queen, because basically I want to go bishop d3 check and take the queen. If they will go, for example, queen e7, it's basically forced to win. Bishop f5, king g8 and rook g4. The idea is to distract the rook because after rook takes g4, I can go bishop h7 and another one typical checkmate idea. I block the g line to the rook with my bishop and queen from h8 is checkmating. A very nice example, really good one. And let's move to the second with the pretty same ideas. That is a pretty famous game between Mikhail Tal, who played white, and Anatoly Karpov. It was a blitz game, and in this situation, white again sacrificed. Rook takes s6. The idea of this move that after f e6, bishop c4, our pair of bishops doing a nice job against the black king. Unfortunately for black, the king is destroyed, the structure against king. Let's see, queen d6, queen e2. Just we are improving the pressure to the pawn on e6, forcing black to go knight d8 to cover e6 pawn, rook e1. Another one principle, like in a previous example, when we are attacking, we need to have all power inside. That's why we are bringing the last piece to the game. Rook c8. And here probably h4 was better with the idea of h5 just to continue destroying the king. But it's a blitz game and Tal made a nice move for the blitz, knight d2. He wants to replace the knight to a better square to e4, king h8. Basically black had some interesting possibilities to defend better, but we are not have the goal to see them. Queen knight e4, queen c7, bishop b3, e5, trying to counter white's position in the center, but here finally is h4. We want to destroy the king. e5 move opens the diagonal, the king starts to be even weaker than he was, and that's why we can move forward with our attack. So e takes d4, h5, and here g takes h5. Here Tal was winning with knight f6, because if you will take on f6, I will take the rook on e8, and after, for example, rook f8, knight h7, and the king starts to be completely open, because after king h7 I can go queen h5 and the checkmate on the next move. So that was stronger, but we will remember that as a blitz game. Queen takes h5, queen e5, rook f8, bishop c2. Interesting, replacing the bishop to have the idea of queen h7 checkmate. Queen e5, knight g3, another one rook sacrifice. Queen e1, king h2, and here black missed for blitz. It's really hard to find. Bishop h6 idea. Basically the idea that after queen takes h6, rook f7, the threats of white are over, unfortunately. It looks like amazing for white, but unfortunately the threats are really over. So white need to capture with the bishop, rook f7, and here some weird variations like bishop takes h7, because for example if rook takes h7, I still can go queen e8 in this situation, right? So, and that's why black need to play rook c6. Comp says that it's like 0-0, some weird position with lots of interesting variations. It's not our goal to see all of them, but it's really nice and amazing that we have this construction on the H file, really rare thing. So in the game, returning back, black played h6, but unfortunately it's losing immediately. Bishop h6, the king is too open, and that is completely winning. King g8 takes. For the moment, black can't take with the queen because of queen g6 check and queen h7 checkmate. So black tried to play here, but as well, it's the checkmate forced. After bishop h6, black resigned because of king h8, we can go queen g7 checkmate. So we covered two nice examples where white sacrificed the rook to the piece to have a really magnificent attack. I hope you enjoyed this, and don't forget that on my channel I have a lot of videos about the attacking things. Return to my channel, subscribe, and let's learn chess together.